Okay, so if you stand around this corner and shoot the enemies, they have trouble trying to hit you because they don't have a line of sight with you, apparently. So that seems to be the main strategy I have for this sequence, but they have officially ruined the village encounter for Resident Evil 4 Remake. They've ruined such a legendary sequence from the original version of Resident Evil 4, and they turned it into this. The amount of times the mechanics betray you in this part, the amount of times the enemies grab you so close to you, and you can't use the crouch or you're shooting in order to stop them because the flinch animations are so inconsistent on this game, even on standard difficulty. It's so fucking atrocious. I can say what I want about the village intro for Resident Evil Village, but at least there is a consistent method that works every fucking time, and you're not having to experience the same poor designs over and over again because you just use a barrier to glitch out one of the lichens, and it works every fucking time, and that's how you do the sequence. It works every single time. But this is not consistent because you're trying to use mechanics against the enemies that just don't work very well. You're getting betrayed by your aiming when you're trying to crouch because you can't crouch and aim at the same time. So every time I'm trying to crouch under a ranged weapon, I can't do it because I'm still aiming my pistol. Not to mention, there are just a lot of moments where when I do the melee, Leon overshoots an enemy, and an enemy gets behind him, and then he's able to hit you so easily. Like, there are just so many moments in this entire encounter where the holes really show themselves, and this is unacceptable. And this is from the final product of the game, for crying out loud. This is literally taken from the final version of the game. And I don't give a fuck that they said that some parts of this game aren't working correctly. Because in Resident Evil Village, with the fucking castle demo, and with the village demo, everything that was shown when it came to problems in those demos, they were preserved in the final version of the game. So this same sequence is going to be atrocious in the final version of the game, and it's going to be even worse on professional difficulty or whatever higher difficulty they'll favor, because if they're favoring the arbitrary damage value system for their stun systems, where you have to deal a certain amount of damage to the enemies to actually stun them, or they remove stun animations entirely, you just don't have anything to fall back on. This sequence is designed with flinch animations in mind. That's why it worked perfectly in Resident Evil 4, but this remake has completely ruined the sequence. I'm seriously just flabbergasted right now that they could ruin such an iconic moment from the original version of Resident Evil 4.